Nailia, Imalia, you are the pillow. You are the man. 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 Oh, you are the man. Oh, you are the man. I want the man. Ah, you are the man. Mube wa kono gwi fight ya for murder. Mube wa dia mo gwi sign ya for murder. Not even now when you want talk funny, what check it out. Not even now when you want talk funny, what check it out. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. Oh, 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 you are very poor. He can now He can now oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Nailia, Imalia, you are the Nailia, Imalia, you are the baby. Nailia, Imalia, you are the baby. You are the man. 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 Oh, you are the man. Oh, you are the man. I want the man. Now you are the man. Mube wa kono gwi fight ya for murder. Mube wa dia mo gwi sign ya for murder. Not even now when you want talk funny, what check it out. Not even now when you want talk funny, what check it out. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. Oh, 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 you are very poor. He can now
Folks, welcome to today's edition of Science and Society. And we here again bringing you this another edition of Science and Society. We always here on Tuesday and Friday. We're so sorry for this Tuesday. Wasn't able to bring you the show on Tuesday because of some technical issue. We are here today on Science and Society. Today we'll host a Liberian also of Liberia. He's studying in Rwanda and we're going to host him today. And I've asked that you keep sharing the live as much as you can. Invite people to the live. It's going to be an interesting discussion. Today's discussion will be centered around electricity in renewable energy. Our guest today will be John Sa, Mr. John Satamba. John Satamba is master student studying renewable energy, photovoltaic in masters at the Kinga at the Kampala International University in Rwanda. So we'll be paying host to him for today. And so, uh, I want to also appreciate to use the time before I can bring our guests on to appreciate all for the my friends and everyone who reached out to me on my current publication of one of my papers. I want to appreciate everyone who reached out to me for congratulating me. So let's hope that we keep improving ourselves in any way. Which way we think we can, so that Liberia can be a better place. And I know obviously we young people we try to improve the system back home so that we can be able to change the narrative about young people, how people feel about young people, And so this platform is no different from any other platform. We always here on Tuesday and Friday bring you science related topics that are related to science. Last week was very much, last week was very much tedious because we hosted most of the university. Today we resting. Next week we'll continue to host a couple of universities, student university leadership in the sciences. They're going to be telling us the difficulty they face in their very university when it comes to the sciences. So, folks, if you are just watching, if you are just tuning, maybe it's your first time tuning, I would like to say welcome to this edition of Science and Society. Uh, I would like to say keep sharing the live as much as you can. Today's show going to be a very good show. I will bring our guests on so that they can be able to introduce. He can be able to introduce himself. I don't know who is this person. I don't know who is Rikaya. Before I can bring, I don't know who is this person. John, how you doing? How you doing, John?
Hey, hello. How are you doing? How are
I'm
you
okay,
doing?
John. I'm doing good, John.
Hi.
I don't know. I'm seeing someone who I don't know who is. Do you know Rukayat?
Yeah, she want to join on the line. Or what? Is that a link for someone to watch, or which one link is that?
No, I don't know. It's not link, but is it this person? Is this person really want to join the show, or you share the link with them?
Like I share the link. Like I share. Was that link personal for me?
Yeah, it was personal for you. They can join from the
Can you
live
just
video. Yeah, they
okay?
can join from the live video. But if you want them to be part of the discussion, no problem. Maybe it's
No,
a professional.
they don't need to come in. You just show them the
Yeah,
live.
so first you can share the video as much as you can. We like to say welcome to Science and Society. We always here on Friday and also Thursday. We're always here 7:30 Liberian time. And so we have today on John Tamba. John Tamba is a Liberian studying in Uganda. So if you are just there, you can watch the live video. The live is on and also on YouTube. You can just type my name, Mohammed Kone. You can type my name. I'm also streaming live from YouTube. You can also use the YouTube channel and also watch, or maybe probably you can use the live on my own page, and also you can also go on the Innovation Lab page. We are live on Innovation Lab, bringing you this edition of the show. And so like I said to you, couple of training issues been going on in the sciences. 2 weeks ago, we witnessed the winning of two American scientists. They won the Nobel uh, Prize for the chemistry that was in protein, and so another award was also given to another scientist who was in medicine in the biomedical sciences. And
Mhm.
so yes, and so it's good. It's always good to always give the trendings. And so before we can start the show, I would like to recognize everyone that watching us. And on the other page, I have Dikemu Parkon is following. John, of course, John Tamba is our guest. He was following earlier. Waymon Billy, my own brother, is also watching. Somochi Kalapli, the lab coordinator at the University of Liberia Biology Department, is also watching. Let's hope that some days he's going to join us here. And I'm really, really hoping that he's going to join us so that we can discuss this whole issue of the practical sciences altogether. And I know you really, really appreciate the discussion. And so, a couple of people watching, and I mean, we don't have any other comment. So, folks, let's go back with the time is our greatest enemy. And like I said, I want to appreciate everyone like reach out to me on my or maybe paper being accepted in journal of food chemistry. The fact that this is a science platform, I want to appreciate
Mhm.
everyone. There are a lot more of papers that are coming I'm working on. So all I have to say to everyone, just keep praying for us. Let's keep praying for each other. Let's keep supporting each other no matter what we can do as a Liberian, so that we can be able to fly the flag of our country out here. The essence of this platform is to showcase people who are in their little corner making impact, uh, in significant impact in academia or in the sciences, meaning the sciences, how they can be able to use those skills they are acquiring back in exile, back home in Liberia, where are those places those skills are applicable, how can they contribute towards development in our country, whether be in electricity or renewable energy like John is in, or whether be in chemistry, natural sciences, molecular biology, whether be in civil engineering, and I mean you can just name it. So and so if you are out there, you're watching this platform, maybe probably you want to come on. John reached out to us a couple of months ago and we were kind of busy and we have a lot of guests, and I mean he's a passionate young man. I've been reading a lot about him, and I hope that we can have him. And so Flomo is saying, glad to have John Estamba the second on this platform, and it's my first time meeting John. I have not, I don't know him, but I think there are a lot, lot of my friends, some kinds of way, are saying a lot of things about you. Even Flomo is also justifying that. Yeah, and I know probably we will have more of this discussion going on, and we'll keep working together as a young people so that we can improve the science system back home. And so somebody you watching probably you want to come on sometime. Just we're going to discuss it because this issue about the practical sciences, like I said, is very much key. And we need people, we need lab coordinators across the universities to come
Mhm.
on so that we can discuss what's really the issue, what really the issue with this whole lab issue. And we're trying to work it as our own way as an institution to see how we can be able to work with schools back home universities so that we can be able to, to, to do some consultancy into lab equipment and other stuff. John, welcome. Like I said to you earlier, welcome to the platform. And first of all, okay, so she's back, and I'm gonna pour on she's back, but you can unmute yourself, Rika, you can unmute yourself. Then probably you can also we're not seeing your
Let's
camera on.
let's you follow the live something.
Okay, so Rika, I think you can follow the live. I don't know where you can follow the live. Can you Are you able to follow the live? I'm not getting you. Okay. So, John, while we're waiting for my colleagues to come on, they're going to come on. Yeah, most of them are students. They are in school. Sometimes they are in, or and I'm the even though I'm in school, but I'm the most stable person here. Sometimes always on, and I'm sure, very very sure that these guys will be on. They're going to come on. So, first of all, we'll start the discussion. Welcome to Science and Society here. You are no stranger. I believe you've been following us on how we proceed on our show. We'd like to say welcome, and the show is yours. You can have your opinion. We want to know who is John and what is he doing, where is he inquiring, and what are his interests in the sciences, and I mean, where he came from. I mean, John as an individual. Me, I just get in contact with you. I just know you from the at the University of Kampala International University. But I mean, I know you've been having some long history back home in Liberia. We want to know just an opening for them before we can move on.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed Kone. Good evening, everyone. There, I'm happy to be here on Science and Society. I'm John Estama the second, uh, master student, a graduate student at Kampala International University, Uganda. I did my undergraduate at the University of Liberia, BSc Physics, major mathematics minor. Uh, so I'm specializing in solar photovoltaic and solar thermal system. So when I look at my journey, it's just coupled with some passion and some commitment uh, to seeing Liberia as our country rise to a new level. You know, with the young people, we have a lot of potential, but the only way
Okay.
you can root out that potential in you until you fight for yourself. So I'm one of the young person there who try to start for themselves, always try to do their best for themselves. So I'm John again, Mohammed. I'm John to my Liberian people. I'm John Estamba the second. Okay, so
Wow, John, thank you so much, and that was a very good opening. You know, like you said, always passionate, and I know I've been reading a lot about you, checking on you to see how, and I know for after today we're gonna be like family, we're gonna be like brothers because this is a journey that every one of us, have started some kinds of way. Everyone is trying to working towards improving the country, see how best
yeah,
Liberia can be improving the sciences. And so, John, I mean, John Estamba, like you said, you have done your introduction. Why we already know who is John. I mean, you said at the University of Liberia, you in Kampala University. I mean, how did you go? What are some of, because I don't know. Normally, people go on fully funded scholarship. What kinds of program are you actually on at the Kampala International University? Is it fully funded or partial scholarship or self funded?
my scholarship here is a partial funded. So the school
Okay.
covers some part of it, and myself cover some part of it. Uh, when I graduated from the University of Liberia, while forging also for fully funded scholarship, I couldn't get it. I attempted IMSS and I couldn't get it. So I sent an email to the university here, a cool mails I sent to the university expressing my interest of doing master's. So they told me we don't have fully funded scholarship, but we can offer you a partial. So that's how I was able to make my way here to Uganda. But the place is actually nice studying here.
Wow, in East Africa, I remember I had a professor before who studied at the Makerere University, and he was very good in the mathematics, in the sciences and stuff. You know, John, I want to carry you back a little bit about your undergraduate. I don't know because you studying something renewable energy, and what did you do at the University of Liberia at first degree?
So, like I said in my introductory statement, I said that I did physics and mathematics. at
Okay,
the
I didn't
University of
get that.
Liberia. Yeah.
Wow. Physics and mathematics. I mean, for me, I have a little bit of math background. I did because I
Okay.
did math minor and chemistry major, but I mean, physics is kind of a people. Most kids look at physics to be a difficult kind of course back in Liberia. How can you really reconcile this, take into account? I mean, some of those looking at the exam schools that kids get, meaning our normal popular exams that we read from high school, which is the WAS exam. This year there was a kind of a lot of looking at the range of people who pass in the physics and chemistry, those sciences, mainly physics and chemistry, and you did having a background in physics. I mean, how can you reconcile your upbringing? How did you manage to go through all of these struggles?
So for
If
me,
I if I may ask you, because this is one question that everybody asks me,
yeah.
and most of the time, I mean, I look at myself to say this is actually just maybe probably it's passion, but how did you even decide to even say, okay, I'm going to do physics major at the university? Because it's sometimes hard for people. People make decisions, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, sure. So I would just draw you back to my high school. From my high school, I was good in in science in general. So as I got done with the high school, I had two options: do electrical engineering at Stella Maris or do physics. But actually, my passion for physics was already hard. To the extent, my dad wanted me to do electrical engineering. Actually, my dad wanted me to
Okay,
do electrical engineering, but we sit and we discuss it. He's someone who don't force you. You decide what you want to
okay,
do for yourself. So that's how I ended in the University of Liberia. Yeah. But you see, one thing, anything you want to do, is passion should be there. You should get love for what you want to do. Nobody should force you to
okay,
do it. When you have love for it, you can achieve greater. One thing I learned there. So you reconcile seeing the faces with that of what is going on right now in Liberia, because like you said, when the public exams, you see students failing in the faces, well, or like that, let's say they're getting least grade in the faces. For me, I think the fundamental is still lacking. We are still backward in certain things. One, we have poor laboratories. Two, we don't have a lot of staff from the physics background. A lot of people who teach physics in the high school, maybe probably they might you'll see some schools people for agriculture background teaching physics, some people from chemistry background teaching physics. How can you reconcile that? You are not well equipped to teach physics for high school. To study maybe mechanics or electricity is not auto physics. There are more to physics. So you see, so one, the students themselves, two, I think the instructor too have to play a part into it too. So don't only bring a student, but also bring an instructor, and all the fundamental is still lacking both ways. So I think
So,
that's it.
so, so, John, if I may ask you, looking at yourself, you have a very good, because how did you get this motivation? Even though you're good at physics and math, like you said, most of these sciences,
Hmm.
the teachers that was teaching you then in high school, were they actually, I mean, good, or probably you were just studying, like every time you just go to class and go home and study by yourself? Is it what you was doing?
So when come like in line what we are saying, so it's a combination effort, right?
Okay,
I have teacher who did their best. They put in their time and gave me what I wanted. And as a student, have my own time to go extra mile. So I have a big brother who was at home, always waiting to help me. Even doing, I remember back then when I was in the 10th grade, during the Ebola time, where no one was in school, I was there studying my physics. I was just telling
wow,
my friend, yeah, chemistry. He helped me a lot. His name is Lance. He really helped me a lot. So he one of the person I will along my journey to doing physics actually.
wow.
Yeah.
Folks, if you are just watching us, and we are with John Tamba. John Tamba is John is Tamba. He's and the good thing about two of us, maybe probably if I'm a guest, two of them the same kind of country from Lofa or something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the people normally say the people from Lofa, they like to do the sciences. Maybe they either do the biology, chemistry, or physics or something like that, or maybe they're gonna be into something like medicine. And so, but I know probably you may know this, but John is a master graduate student at the University of Kampala International University, and he's doing something in renewable energy. And this is something that Africa is moving on. The world is currently moving to working towards in line with the sustainable development goal. And I mean, more developed countries are moving to renewable energy because it's actually sustainable. People are going for it, looking at the looking at it impact on climate change and other stuff. We're going to dive into some of this in a little bit, some of the little things, so that people can understand the things in
Mm-hmm.
studying and how important it is to Liberia development. And it's a kind of a tough study the guy is doing, but at the end, Liberia kind of have a very very good use, because
Mm-hmm.
Liberia will kind of have a very good benefit, because at the end of the day, he's gonna be giving a whole lot. Like he will have a whole lot of knowledge to give back to people in the energy sector, different dimension of the energy sector. And he's here. I just thought to carry him back to high school, undergraduate, how he can also motivate young people back home, and he's giving some little bit narrative. But John, we let's go back to your studies in Rwanda. I want to, in
Uganda,
Uganda.
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda. Yeah, I want to know how, like you said, Uganda is good, but how is your I mean your interaction network with professors? Are they bad? Are they good? Or sometimes do you struggle? Like people say, okay, probably maybe they may say you are a foreigner, they don't want to help you. Are they willing every time helping you as a foreign student, back or international student in another African land in East Africa?
So okay, so like my school that I'm in, I have a very nice professor because most of my instructor here they are from Nigeria and from India and from Cuba. So it's an international school. They take instructor every 2 years from Nigeria, India, and Cuban. They have a lot of Cuban professors here. So they are open up. They always push students to do research. That's one of the good things I love about them. And anytime you go to them, that one of the things I see, I experience here. They push you to do research. When I came here, I never had research skills, but I have all of my professor. You gotta do this. You gotta do this. Until now, I can practice. I have 4 different papers. I think 5 papers on Google
Wow,
Scholar. Yeah. I also wrote a
wow,
paper. This they're going here January. We facing Liberia facing some high level heat wave. I wrote a
okay,
paper for that. I wrote a paper for that on my Google Scholar page for that. So the
wow.
instructor push you. Yeah, they push you. They push you. So the relationship is actually perfect. Actually, they are actually good instructors here. They are perfect. They do their best for
Wow,
students. Yeah.
great, John. And the fact that you are in research is actually good. It's something that even we at Innovation Lab, Science and Society here, we can be able to work with you to improve students. Because we also work with electrical students from the Stella Maris, and
Okay.
we're also going to be able to in the Universal Library to see how we can be able to improve student make tapping into a research skill so that they can also benefit from what you're studying. Yeah. John, they probably want to understand, get a clear picture about the course you studying. And I saw this course that you studying renewable energy. Is it photovoltaic, right?
Yeah.
Photovoltaic, something like that, yeah. In that you are doing masters in. Can you please maybe probably make this so simple for people to understand on what is it about? Where is it applicable? Okay, and what is actually the it important to to our society like Liberia?
Okay. So back to what you are saying, and I lost you.
Sure, you want me to repeat the question again?
No, I get you clear. I get you clear.
Okay, yeah, because like I mean, probably people want to know the kinds of course you're selling. Every time people just hear renewable energy, they don't know what is renewable energy, what is it, where is it applicable, what kinds of work if you are to graduate from the uh, Kampala International University, where you know what are the places you're going to work as an expert, or maybe probably as a public servant. We just want to know these things so that you can be able to we can be able to go on to next discussion.
So when you look at the renewable energy as a whole, it's trying to solve the ongoing, uh, it's trying to solve the ongoing global crisis we are all facing. Uh, you asked me concerning my specialization, solar photovoltaic and solar thermal system. So the whole idea of solar photovoltaic, we are looking at how we can use the energy from the sun, like through the solar panel, to produce electricity. So also solar thermal system, we're looking at how we can convert to electricity. So Liberia can benefit mostly from renewable energy. Renewable energy not only limited to that of solar, it go as far as hydro, it go as far as biomass, it go as far as wind energy, it go as far as geothermal energy, nuclear energy. They are all under it. So you see, Liberia as a country, we are blessed actually. We are actually blessed. We shouldn't be facing the struggle of electricity in our country, my brother. If you look at the energy map of Liberia, we have potential for biomass energy. We have potential
Okay.
wherein waste to produce electricity. We have potential for hydro energy. We we have abundance of water. We have access to different type of river flowings. We have access to wind energy. We have coastal land where we can harvest wind energy there. We have access to solar energy. We have a very high solar radiation. Our solar radiation range between 4 kilowatts hour per meter square per day to 6.5 kilowatts hour per meter square per day, which is a huge and a very good place for harvesting solar. So you ask on how you can transform it. I don't get the other part of it.
Yeah, I want to know how it is or applicable to Liberia, and you already explained that already. And I ask a question, probably if you having to graduate from where you study now with a
Mm-hmm.
master, where are those
Mm-hmm.
places you can work? Where are those places you can work as an servant, as a public servant, and how it could be very studying about the particular could be helpful to Liberia, selling renewable energy. Hello. So join is person, maybe probably you're gonna come on. Folks, if you watching us and you watching us from Science and Society, we are here every Tuesday and Friday, and we have on John Estamba. John is a student at Kampala International University. He's studying renewable energy and I think solar voltaic, something like that. But it's in renewable energy, very long with a specialization, very good specialization he's doing. So John, I think he's back on. John, you can continue now.
Am I back? Are you getting me now?
I'm getting you, but you frozen on the screen. So maybe probably
Yes,
you can just
that's why
yeah,
I'm
maybe
trying to
probably
get back. I don't know
what
why
you
I'm
do is
saying.
that so just leave the studio and
Okay,
come
okay.
back on.
Is
Yeah,
that
and come back
is it
on.
okay?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
okay?
it's okay. It's not okay. I'm not seeing you.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
not
Let me
seeing you.
see.
So I'm gonna get in. I can only get you so you can log out and come back in.
Okay, okay.
Folks, thank you so much, and what a good discussion. So while he's coming on, we're going to be reading some of the comments, and we have comment from earlier from G Kalapli. He said, "Glad to have John Satamba, the second on this platform," and we have Katape, and
Yes,
so
I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you back. But so let me read some of the comment. Then you're going to come back. And so we have Katabe. Katabe is saying, I'm watching from GSA, Rose, Batan Junction, and Juliet Blessing, Kosibo. And she said, my baby, I'm always proud of you, brother. And so I'm seeing Dekon Dakamu back on Dodo is saying great. And Mohammed Sharif is watching. And Eric is saying following closely veteran. And these are the comments so far. Every time we see you come on, the viewer increases. So it seems to be that everyone is kind of having some kinds of interest in what you say. So John, you can continue with your for what
Yeah,
you're saying.
please reiterate why you
So
are asking.
I was saying, uh, now we know what is renewable energy. We know what is renewable energy, and we know the significant. Where can we? Where can you? Where do you think you can work as a renewable energy expert? Where do you think
Okay,
you can work? Yes.
okay. As a renewable energy expert, you are not only limited to maybe only let's just say solar or this. You can also work as an environmentalist. You can work as a climate change advocate. By the way, I'm also into climate change. Also,
Okay.
yes. Then also you when we're limiting the Liberia, you can also help in the energy sector. Like LEC, you can serve as you can share expertise in the energy sector. LEC, you can also help with that of you can help what we call this thing EPH. You can that the same thing I'm talking about. So you can set a climate change advocate. You can also go into you can be an environmentalist. You can also be energy expert. And there's a new place in Liberia State back there, and that's the place that I'm trying to venture into. You can also be an energy manager,
Oh,
wherein
wow.
yes, for example, you have a organization, maybe like you get some large organization or large company, they maybe or they are over using energy, so you can go and help them and tell them how they can manage their energy. So you can also work as that person.
So and most of the time people, I hear people talks about the whole issue of renewable energy, and most often environmentalists and scientists say this is the best way to go when it comes to when the world is in the midst of fighting climate change, climate disaster. Everyone is working towards a sustainable development goal because we have deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And can you give us the some of the advantage as an expert, like advantages that I may have when using a country going to renewable energy, and some of the disadvantages that it may also have on the citizen, you know, you know, a country going to renewable energy? Because like for your discussion, we can use
Mm-hmm.
waste to also generate electricity, and we
Mm-hmm.
can also use the solar panel and stuff like that. Like Liberia now, I think we have we noticed that this going the government signed a kind of a contract with the I think Chinese government. They're gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a yeah, they're gonna have a solar farm. And let's dive into this. Let's look at this in the real world to see how love for country, how look at the benefit, let's look at the benefit and the disadvantage. How would this be beneficial to Liberians? What I mean, meaning what is the what is the advantage of using this and the disadvantage?
Okay, so I would just you already mentioned one place I wanted to pinpoint on the show. You mentioned on the solar farm project, right? Well, it just
Yeah.
signed the native million solar farm project. We will come to that one later on as the point on the show. That's a farm project for our company. So renewable energy as a whole, right now we are experiencing what we call global warming. So the idea of renewable energy is to find an alternative way we can alternative way we can use without destroying the ozone layers. So based on historical data back then in the 1800s, coming to when the industrial revolution started in 1900s, coming all the way downward, you know, those global from the global north like America, those high energy producing countries, they were using uh, they were producing excess at the end of the day, maybe going beyond their carbon range. So at the end of the day, now we are facing problem with our ozone layer. So what can we do? How can we solve this problem? There where renewable energy come in. So we look at solar because the solar is one of the cheap, the easier one. Why everyone going to be looking at it. So I will tell you solar advantage. I will tell you what happened in the next 50 years if we are not careful with solar energy. What will happen to us? So, so we look at solar as I'm going to connect solar to our to waste. This is new era,
Okay.
As we trying to solve this problem, another problem is creating for us. I want to think we are looking at now.
Mm,
We are looking, yes.
yes.
So now we are looking at solar. Everybody's running to solar. You go you map a solar farm. I just take it I bring the consideration. You map a solar farm, 90 million solar farm. You map a solar farm. Is there in the next 25 years the solar produce energy right for us? What
Yeah.
happened after what happened after the lifespan of the solar farm? That's the big question we all got to ask ourselves. What happened after the lifespan of the solar farm? And the disadvantage I come into right down there for you about the renewable energy aspect. I like to using solar for you. What happened after the lifespan? After the lifespan, the solar farm, if you don't put recycle into place for it, it's going to waste. Anytime to
Wow.
can you yes. Anytime to can you will produce what you can you start experiment called nuclear waste. Another waste we're looking at coming another environmental hazard coming in the next 50 years to come. There's a research currently ongoing for that right now. Yes. So now what they are doing now is that they are diverting now to this solar. Say, oh, okay, Liberia as a country will come to map 90 million solar farm. After 25 years of the project, we're going to recycle this uh, plant to different. I've seen a solar farm. Oh, in Rwanda, I saw a solar farm. Where in the Maple solar farm, the battery is down right now, but it's only running on I call this thing on the sun. They don't use the battery again. So what happened after the years of the solar farm? It's going to wastage. So that's one of the disadvantage of it. Okay, another disadvantage of renewable energy, another advantage when you look at it is that like solar is cheaper. It's cheaper. You can get solar and run your solar. You go for 25 years. You are not thinking about power supply anymore in your life. You understand? Okay, 25 going cool with it. But the upfront cost, that's one of the problems there with solar. The upfront cost. Like Liberia now, as a country wherein we are still grappling with this power struggle. I think this is where we need our government to come in. Maybe they can come in with incentive. Other countries they are doing it right now. They come with incentives. I'll narrow it down to our society. What happening there right now for us? Why? Well, like, bro, I think probably if they're fine, if you already place fine, they come in with incentive. Go to investor to import solar materials for their citizens. You understand? So that you can reduce the price for them the how other countries doing in Rwanda, Uganda, that's what they are doing. Other people are diverting into different things. So another part about renewable energy portion is I follow current stuff in Liberia there with the EVs. EVs, I think Cassia want to start EVs electric bike.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 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 I
That's
know
another
this.
good way. That's another good way to go because Liberia we are not producing much. We don't have a lot of factories that we are producing to see our carbon range. No, we're not producing much. So if another easy way to go, another benefit again we coming to see in Liberia, there is another easy way. But again, disadvantage of it, we need to get drivers that are educated and aware how to move that. My brother, electric bike can run. It can run more than a conventional bike. And I know my own country citizen. I've been in Liberia. I know how we can drive. So I was like telling someone the last time I told them, say, I think Castle idea is a fine idea, but I think before you give electric bike to any Liberian citizen, they should go through a thorough workshop. I know electric bike can run. The thing is running on motor, it can really run.
Wow.
Yes. So another it's a fine project, but I think awareness needs to be done into place for us.
So the I mean we're gonna go into that Castle issue because I've been seeing the even in other countries around here in Europe where they have this electric car, electric
Yeah, yeah.
bikes, yeah, and stuff like that. I was thinking if Liberia could have a kind of a system for that, but we'll go into that, differently to see how we can be able to discuss that. Hope say
Mm-hmm.
if you're watching us, this is Science in Society. I'm here with John Tamba. John is our friend and our brother. He's an engineer. He's in engineering place, but he's a renewable energy expert and doing a whole lot into the renewable energy sector. And he discussing, I mean, a whole lot, kind of our opinion here on when it comes to his area of studies. You know. So I mean, John, you discuss a whole lot when it comes to the advantage and the disadvantages of people using these kinds of I mean renewable energy like you said. I mean I was like thinking because I wanted to ask you this question with the issue of this Castle project.
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah, with Liberia really really, for example, I mean you mentioned that we'll be able to manage that, looking at the kind of a low electricity issue we're having. And those bags, they have to be charged in those motor bags every time. I mean, you talk about the public safety aspect where they have to train those drivers that are going to be driving those motorbike, which is something that is key because it's something that is operating on a motor.
Mm-hmm.
Engineers, people who doing electronic and electrical engineer along with mechanical knows about this. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll be able to, I mean, maintain this because we don't have the luxury of electricity. How will we do this?
Okay, Mohammed, the issue here is that we first gotta start believing in ourselves. That's the first thing. We gotta get rid of that conventional thinking by saying every time we cannot do this, we cannot. We gotta be innovative. Get that innovative thinking. How am I
Okay.
trying to say this? What I'm trying to say this. Liberians can maintain that. I believe so. I trust my people, but they need smaller education about it. I think that's the place there. Okay. One of my maybe recommendation to him and plus the Liberian government is that they try not to attach it to the grid. So he can
You
build
said,
his own, that they
you
try
said,
not to attach it to the grid, which means put it on LEC.
okay, okay, okay.
Because we are still grabbing with power struggle now. Then you take a charging station. By the way, my project is in designing electric vehicle charging station. That's my
Okay,
master project. Yeah, so
okay,
when it comes to EVs, that's something I know much about. God, my project is centered around that. So my suggestion would be to him is Libra can do it, but I will advise probably he him to solar. You can do it with solar. You can just do solar EV station. You understand? To avoid the grid because we are still trying to manage the little power supply from the grid. Liberia is not other country wherein you will say, because my thinking was I just want to divert to something, like the solar farm project you are talking about, right? My thinking first was it was something like it was separate project, not attached to the grid. But I later understood that it's complementing the grid, which means the power produced will be sent to the grid. I've seen other places wherein they build a solar farm. For example, you get a whole bunker there, right? That whole
yeah,
bunker will say that whole bunker will be on solar farm. They won't attach it to the grid. That whole place. So Cassia can go if Cassia decide to go on the grid. There are two things here into place. When you go on the grid, then they gotta either go with net charging, then they bring what we call swap charging. When we say swap charging, which means I have my charging station because my brother to build EV station is expensive. If you have the finance fine, it's there. But it's very expensive because you gotta look at the whole Central Moravia, right? You will look at Central Moravia as a whole, right? You put one, let's just say you put one in, you put two Central Moravia, two in maybe town itself. We put two around single belt. You go ready, you put one there, benefit belt, you put one there. But they should operate as swap charging station. Swap charge, which means you get excess I don't know how you managing the battery. Another place again, I don't know how you managing it. Because in other country, what they do, those that is importing the EVs, they are the one that manage the batteries. You don't manage the battery yourself. They manage the battery. So they take full control of the battery. It's like the way you get gas station, right? The way you get gas station. And you go fill to the gas station, then you when you pay for the gas, then you refill the gas. You know thing. That's how if you do that's how maybe probably how you gonna do. You have your own station, you have excess battery that you will charge. When customer A come, you get change the battery. You understand? They're not going to stand there and say be charging though. So two things, you either decide to go to grid, but if you go on the grid, then it'll be stress for us. Or he decide to go solar PO. You then mount the solar and the be EV station. But it'll be costly also. The man is going to do business there, my brother. You want to get profit. So I think that's where the problem lies. It will leave with the Labrador electricity regulator to know what to do there. But my only suggestion is if he's going on a grid, then we gotta be looking at alternative source of ways of giving power.
Wow.
How you saying?
You know, yeah. I got that, John. Eh, I got that, John. He's kind of a freezing. John, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. That was a very good answer, John. One thing that you actually said in your earlier was the issue of this whole issue of waste and how to see it like when you say Liberia is a kind of a open country that people can be able to invest a lot into renewable energy. And I'm just thinking bigger, thinking about even the waste sector, how we can be
Mm-hmm.
able to use those waste that people are generating in those public places to be able to use those waste as electricity. I mean, if you just go to red light, you have heavy pool of waste sometimes in mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we doing with those waste? Other countries are using them to create electricity. I mean, do a whole lot. I mean, apart from electricity, they're doing different things, recycling. The ones that they can use for electricity, they're also using that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I agree with you when you say we as a country we can even use some of those things that we don't look at to be good to make it to be like something to transform it so that we can better generate revenue from some of these things. And you are actually right. But with the issue of your course you studying, and if you was to come back to Liberia again, what would be the your center area, your area of study, your center area of work, your focus? What's the area that's on your mind that you want to come to improve in the area of the renewable energy, or whether be in climate change? What exactly do you want to achieve? What kinds of project is someone who is watching this video that if they are in Liberia as an investor, they they will want to come to work along with you so that they can improve, so that they can work with you in improving that particular sector.
Yeah. So if you see, I'm much more interested in Cassia project because that was my whole project, and I still stick on it. He start with EVs, right? He start with electric bikes, right? But
Yeah.
I'm looking beyond
Okay.
for like to start
Yes.
going to electric cars, electric cars. That's where I last at. Our country is country is still open up so many things. You can come and invest. For me, my plan is to come to Liberia from a master program and open my own company into the solar, but I'll be special with EVs. While I'm here away, I've made so many contacts that they're only waiting for me to go to Liberia and start something. That all they are waiting to go to Liberia and start something. So we'll go and bring electric cars in Liberia. Someone is already doing electric bike, and I mean I can come and do electric bike. I can come and also do electric bikes also. To open a
Seriously,
business.
that's so that's a competition. Business as a whole is
Mhm.
you need someone to compete with you in doing a particular business. At the end of the day, you almost like we have Lone Star and Orange. I mean, now we see another internet company want to come in, and so the business will be kind of on the equilibrium level, and
Mm-hmm.
people will see who want now going to see who have the affordable internet, who are the fastest internet like this, and that's how people do in this developed country, like you say. So I mean, if you may ask me, I would say go ahead and do your business, but you have to study your business in a way that the way Cassier is doing, maybe probably you're going to take different kind of form, different kind of
Yeah.
techniques of doing yours, and it will
Mhm.
actually help a lot. We have we have some comments that we want to read, and earlier I read some here, and the last comment is from Dr. Mahmoud Dukle. Dr.
Mhm.
Mahmoud Dukle is always here with us, one of our support system. He said, great scientific discussion, guys. Watching from Bravo City District number 17, Monserrado County. And so Dr. Mamo is saying that, and I have a lot of guys watching. Ahmed Abdullah Khan is saying, continue the good work, good job, brother. And Kevin Samin is saying, great job, great work, guys. And he said that. And so, folks, if you just coming across this video, would like to say, subscribe to our page, follow our page, follow Innovation Lab Liberia. We always here on Tuesday and Friday on Science and Society, bringing you experts, students, bringing you scientists, that people are who are into the sciences doing well. John is into the energy sector and he's doing a lot of work, giving us some our opinion, and that we think the government, Liberia, the government, probably someone is from LEC, and what's your agency you from? I know, you can also be able to tap into John idea. You can reach out to him. He's a young man that's always waiting, and even though he don't know all, but he may have an area of focus that he have a kind of advantage that may be able to help. We can be able to use to help Liberia to reduce the whole issue of electricity issue. So
Mhm.
I want to kind of push you against the wall a little bit,
No,
and
you went.
the whole issue of electricity. Every time we're crying for electricity in Liberia, and I'm like confused even up to now, because even though I have some electrical knowledge as a
Mm-hmm.
chemist, but I have to consult the experts, because every time this issue of every time dry season comes in Liberia, they say, oh, okay, it's a dry season. And every time the rainy season comes, they say rainy season. And sometimes they give these things as an excuse. And some community receive current, another community doesn't receive current. You know, I remember when I was way back, I used to live on a bush island. Sometimes I go even an LEC compound, I will see those machines on. But yet, still some communities will be off. And even at the hydro, I mean, sometimes even the rain is falling, the water is full, but most communities are not even getting current. What are some of the things that cause this thing? Is it that the power, the hydro power is overweighted, or what? Because they off this community at certain point in time and put this on, certain point in time they put this on and then put the other one off. Sometimes I notice that happen. I don't know, is that it's actually what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the little man way, but I have to ask you this question so that you can be able to
Okay.
make the public to understand about this.
Okay. So I don't work with LEC, but I will share my knowledge on what I know about it. Eh? So we have something called priority. We have something called priority when it comes to any business. LEC is a business. They are running business there. Okay. Uh, we get for example, I'll put in practical way because we are talking about STEM here. We get Bannersville, we
Yeah,
get EW. But LEC seeing from our data sheet that there are a lot of customers from EW is paying for current. You getting me? And they have a
yeah, I
lot
get
of
it.
they are using more power there, and they are getting more profits from there. Then they look at people from Bannerville. They are sending more power to Bannerville, but the income is not equivalent to the amount of power they are sending there. So as a business person, what you do, you prioritize the place you're getting your money from. So simple with what they do most often. So at times you see maybe in the dry season, they produce some power. It's true to not score goal, for the production power, but they prefer giving it to where the priority lies, where it will generate income. They will not go to where in there are a lot of power theft. That one of the problems we are facing in that country. We want current, we still want electricity, but we're not ready to sacrifice for it. So that the first thing there. So priority is the first thing like I said, priority is the first thing. So another portion is you speak about dry season current and can rainy season no current. This is the solution Liberia is now going to now. The 90 million solar farm project is part of the solution. The 50 is 50 what? 50 kilowatts from Ghana
50 kilowatts. Yes.
is part of the solution. They are there to complement the grid because during the dry season, you know, the water level drop, the water level drop. So you don't expect the because the hydro is structured in a way that you have a turbine. The more the water comes with force, the more the turbine rotates, the more electricity is generated. So the water coming slowly, the turbine rotates slowly, electricity will generate very slow. So you need a backup. So that's why now they bring in the solar farm project. So the solar farm project now will be a backup. So during drought season now, wherein maybe the water table is drop, the project now will be supplementing the grid. You see? And that power from Ghana will be also supplement. That's why you see me I spoke about something here before. I said it's not all the solar farm projects should go to the grid. Some of it let just be for example, they say Bombay County, we're going to run the whole country on solar project. Solar to get on a backside. You know, all through the year you get solar radiation. You see it? But again too, I don't care how low the solar radiation is, there will be some amount of power generated for it. So I spoke of two something, the solar farm project and the 50 kilowatts something as a backup to solve some of the problem that Brazil is facing. And two, I also spoke a priority. Three, we need to stop the power theft issue, my brother. It's killing the society. It's not helping us. We don't stop it. It not help because you can say you want the government to give you the service. We understand our country now. We know things not going right there. Fine. We don't say you want the government to give you the service, and you say not being fair to yourself. We know first not being fair to our fellow self first of all. Because you say, oh, you want some people go play with the meter, get yourself 40 meter. Maybe the meter come correct in your house, you go you play with it, you getting more power, you selling power to different person. At the end of the government not getting money by the replaces. What they will do, you shut that. There are some community like brother. Maybe if LEC supplying 50,000, maybe only 20,000 paying income back. Tell me now, if you are a business person doing that, you think you continue to have a business? No. So I think
But John, don't you think that the whole issue of the current, to stop the whole issue of power theft, government could reduce the price of the current, make it more affordable. Maybe if they have $5 meter, make it more, bring it down as far as even $300 Liberian dollars. I think with that, even though with that, because looking at the economy
hmm
based on that, then government gonna have some more people moving to buy their current because like even one of our sisters from the like government cases is saying she was also commending you. She said I trust your ability, John. She said the current is expensive and similar thing was running to my mind. Maybe probably I know people in Liberia, general like you saying, John, they they have the perception once it's government thing,
hmm
they don't actually take care of it. Like today, like just today, a friend of mine was just lecturing, and I was saying what is actually happening to us in Africa because we Africans, when we travel to this country outside of Liberia,
hmm
whenever we had to pay our bill, we won't go to someone behind the hall and say, "Please give me current," but we're going to follow the remote track.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to, but why is it? Why is it about our country that we
so,
can't be able to solve this problem? But
so
instead we'll go the other way and try to steal current. So
you spoke to the person.
yeah, the price of the current.
So I was mentioning, but I jumped or something. You see, right now,
Okay.
the government is trying to do something that is fine, and if they don't bring politics into it like usual, then it was spoil. They're trying to open the electricity sector. That is the only way we can go right now. LEC one can do that business in Liberia. We should not lie to ourselves because we need to have competitors. my brother. Let John Tama come with one company and decide say, oh, I want to supply the whole southeastern electricity. LEC say, oh, I want to supply Central Morovia. You see business balance right there. Then I come, I look at my own mentor, I decide my own person. LEC decide our own person. You understand? So I think one of the key things is we need to open our electricity setup. Let investor come in, you understand? Have their own company and run their own show. Like what? Like let me give you one example, right? In Rwanda, right? Because I get a lot of friends that in Rwanda, what happened there is that in the capital city itself, right? You don't connect to the grid, which means if you produce solar from solar in the capital city, you don't connect it to the grid. Any other thing you want to do with the grid, you want to do from solar is in the hinter area. So, for example, if I'm going away, maybe it's gonna place in Bon County, what electricity can reject, or maybe
Yes.
it's not reject, eh? You know, they'll come to you and say, Mohammed Cornell, we have this place in Bon County that we don't have the finance to go there right now to carry electricity there. But one for you to carry electricity there, if you have the finance on solar, but you carry electricity, that means you're going to carry you're going to run the same way you get a pole, that LEC pole. Eh? You run that same pole, you get your transformer, everything will run the same way so that in the next 20 years or the next 10 years, if the government say want to carry electricity there, the pole already there, they only come and buy all your stuff and then transfer straight to the grid. You see a good idea there. So I think we can do similar things like we
Wow.
were there. We can do similar other things in that project. It will help to solve the problem. But my
And
brother,
the most interesting thing about it, I mean, the country you call it is an African country, no
thank you.
different from even we're not comparing to a European country, but these are all African country that
We need
are
to thinking.
going high on these things. Yes,
We
you
need to
know.
change our yeah.
Yes, John. Let me go to the live, and then I will come back to you to get the last round of questions,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we'll call it a day. And so we have the last comment here from Flomo G. Calabri. He said, "Electricity is a need. Most citizens live in abject poverty, and the first 15,500 Liberian dollars is not available for most homes. Citizens are willing to pay, but where will they get the money from?" And so Rosalind Leon Jackson said, "That's my brain, John Tamba." And Gamma Kesley is saying, "Very good." And she said, "The current is expensive earlier." And earlier again, she said, "I trust your ability, John." And so we read the last comment earlier from Dr. Mamu Edugle. And so, John, you read a comment, similar discussion, what discussing Flomo is saying. And I was just saying to you, sometimes, yes, Flomo may be right. Sometimes more people want to pay, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't. Even if the coin was, let's say, $10 for even, I mean, a certain kind of level of time,
Yeah,
most people
yeah.
will pay, but they don't know where to get. Where would they even have what would they get this money from? The
Yeah.
current even difficult to get, and where would they even get? Because the economy is very tough
Well, I mean,
for
Jesus
people, right?
small. Let me let Jesus small topic, right? I don't get it like. Do you know that in Uganda, yeah, the first day of the month, if I subscribe
Yeah.
on my mentor, they will increase my power. Do we do that in Liberia?
So that's the thing, John. This is a collective effort, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So somehow NEC is making some mistakes somehow with
They are making
customers
they are making
by
mistakes.
by
Thank you so much.
by encouraging customers, and also on the other hand, we the customers, we the citizens, we are not doing justice to ourselves because this money go back to the economy. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening Chingo, as someone was saying to me that LEC, even though LEC is one of the autonomous agency,
Mm-hmm.
but every time they complain, government gave them money, but they're not generating that kind of money. So I say, why? Where's the money going? Because, like you just said to me, you were just saying here just now that the whole LEC issue should not be just about LEC. They won't
Mm-hmm.
make it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, private companies should be able to manage this thing, the power sharing issue.
Mm-hmm.
LEC generate the current, give the private company, manage the revenue, generate revenue for government. And I
Mm-hmm.
think people are going to be straight. The example of that survey was done in Nimba, right? We saw
Mm-hmm.
how it was organized, even not to the best, but it was almost so like 70%. Some of us saw these things working. And we think it can be done even more. It can be better than that. You
Mhm.
know. So that's the whole scenario about the whole AIDS issue. But John, I will come back with this question. You are a young person. This is a young people platform,
Yeah, yeah.
and most of the time, young people go for studies abroad. Sometimes they go back to their country. They don't have work to do. I remember a friend of mine who did or I think something mapping in China, and he went back to Liberia, and so someone in government decided helping him. At the end of the day, they sent him to a particular government agency, and he met this old guy, the old man who worked there for close over 20 years. The old man said, I mean, my son, I mean, the old man, in fact, there was a gossip that the old man was saying the guy is coming to take his job for him. So there was some kind of an envy on the work and stuff. He was forced to leave. So I mean, where's your advice? Because young people are crying out there. There are a lot of young people that I know. Some of them back home in Liberia from studies, energetic, want to give back, even though the system can absorb them. They are even the frustrating part of it. So most of them are even willing to do volunteer work, but
Mhm.
they are not giving them the space because why? People who are on the job, some of them are not qualified. They feel they're going to take their work from them.
Mhm.
How can you reconcile this as an individual? It could be you tomorrow. Now you are studying, almost finishing your studies. You
Mhm.
want to go back to country. Now you're talking about going to business, yes. But now everyone dream will align with what you're doing. Some people want to just work in public sector, so just give back to their country.
Mhm.
Something that people dream of doing. Meaning we Liberian every time. How can you reconcile this?
Mohammed Kone and my fellow Liberian, these are some of the potholes that maybe uh, maybe carrying Liberia back or hindering the progress of our country. You know, the world is changing, and we should all be willing to serve. But I don't think our country actually behaving fair to us. People might say, everyone want to go to government job, everyone want to go to government job. It's not like everyone want to go to government job. Let be real. Okay, let's put in my shoe here. I already tell you clear code that I don't want to clear. I don't want to go to government
Joe,
job,
I'm
right?
not. I'm not getting you. I'm not
You
getting
get it?
you.
You getting me right?
Wow.
You getting me
I'm
now?
not getting him. No, no, I'm not. I'm not getting you.
Ah,
Wow.
hello.
No, I'm not. I'm not. So, John, you can, you can do the same again. Probably you can log out and come in again. Yeah. So, folks, thank you, John. That was John Tamba. John is from Uganda. He's joining us from Uganda, East Africa. And so I'm going to basically read the comments on the screen. Those of you watching, I would like to say, I would like to appreciate you for watching, joining us every time. Flomo Kalapili is saying, LEC business lack customer care due to monopoly, no, no,
Competition.
competitor. They give electricity and take electricity at their will. And so FOMO says he's getting you. So I think we can try again and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you getting me now? You getting me, Mohammed?
Yeah, I'm getting you. You can go ahead. I'm not getting you, but I'm getting two different devices, so you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Like I was telling you, I said, so we your feedback, getting our feedback on you.
I think it's from me.
Yeah. I think out of one of that, the feedback is getting. Okay, so like I was saying, uh, we all should be given a chance to serve, right? You don't expect me, I come outside, you know, for 2 years to come specialize, then I go back to my home country. Then I'm not telling you say I want to go work for government. For me, I've already tell you for sure I don't want to work for government. I want to go in the business arena. But how will you get a capital for that? In other countries, what they do, the banking system is friendly. The banking system is friendly. We don't have a friendly banking system there. We have a bunch of people who want to exploit the Liberian people and say they are doing banking business. Let's be real. John Tamba Finway Master. I put in my shoe. I don't want to go to different person. I want to put in my own shoe. We got a similar situation. John Estema finish his master and go back to Liberia. He go and meet maybe someone gave him some government job, but the old man say I want to take a job. John Tama decided to walk away from the job. Do you think if we have a friendly banking system in our country, I can go to the bank and take a loan from the bank and open a business? I don't think so. When this can happen, it will be good. But I think the first thing is the banking system is our problem. The bank should be there to back up the government. That be real. The government will not be able to take everybody. The government get their own problem, right? The government get their own problem. The government
Yeah.
should create, the government should create an avenue, you understand, that company will come in, you understand, that can employ its citizens. But the first thing we don't prioritize ourselves. That was the first thing I see there. We don't
Yeah.
prioritize ourselves. If you don't prioritize yourself, people will not prioritize you, mommy. That's one of the biggest things we are facing with our government. We don't the policy are there. We have a there policy laying there. Media use that word because any policy that is not workable is a there policy. It's there. You understand? But the Liberian people are not getting that ends me. So I don't next time I go back to the country, I go see that type of challenging. What I would do, I would just go by the cool. If I meet that old man in front of me, I just let gotta get out of the say Momo. I just out don't know anything and just work along with it. You don't go out of the people. That's what I can say to anybody going back to Liberia. I have a friend who went to Liberia and he faced a similar issue. He always called me, man, since I came back my master, I can't get a job. I said, my man, you just gotta bear it though. Like the country there. You see me? You gotta bear it until the day God can call you. But let me be real with you. Our government need to do more. We don't want to go in the government job. I don't want to go to government job. I want to go in the private sector. Just make the private sector available for us. That's all. I don't want to go there. You understand? For me, I use myself as a case study because like the same thing.
But John, government need you, right? Looking at things from our perspective,
Mm-hmm.
government actually need people like you. Because
Mm-hmm.
one thing I always say on the platform is that the reason countries like China and Japan's improve what in fact there was a time Japan and China their economy were very bad of
Yeah,
Korea,
yeah.
South Korea, other countries. The reason was because why I mean there was not when they pick up in investing into STEM courses like what you studying,
Mm-hmm.
renewable energy, people doing climate change, research. And so they were using young people to do this thing to invest into young people. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, their system improved. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
when we're giving this story, when we're giving this analysis, people say, okay, Liberia cannot be like Japan, even if it take 1 year. The reason is because, like you said, we are not being so brave, and because we have the mindset, our leaders who are into this leadership, people who are going to the leadership, they are using those money for
Mm-hmm.
I mean their private use. We don't want to go to the political side of it, but I mean people like you, young people are saying, okay, we don't want the money, but give us the space to contribute, to be or to change your narrative that to I mean to bring those change that we saw out there. Now you saying Uganda, you're talking about you saying I mean, not only Uganda. I mean, Uganda. You have traveled. You've been around in East Africa. You
Mm-hmm.
saw other countries improving their system, and you wish Liberia could bring some of those system back. But sadly, if you go back to Liberia, it will take some time. In fact, by the time you're speaking to people, they're gonna say, "My man, we
He check
we
on
don't
you.
we don't we just come. We don't have time for that wretches. You have to rest a little bit." But this guy's skill is dying. Every time he sits, his dream is dying, and at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is that if and one thing I know about the science is when you are not practicalizing those things that you learn, you
Mm-hmm.
forget. It's normal. It's not that you are dog, but
Yeah, yeah.
because you forget these things are made in the sense that you have to keep practicing every time. And so if you find yourself in an environment graduating in ESA, going back to your country where you can get job, nobody even gonna call you to say okay. And I like on the live video on the live here, Fumo is actually saying the writing, and he said, "Look, John, it is your right to work for the government. Besides working with the government will enable you to increase your impact through government projects." And he's right. I mean,
It's
we
your
have this country, we have look, John, we have this country of even though we don't have the private sector improve, but
Mm-hmm.
the government sector is not even yet improved. We need more professional in this place. We need professional in this place to improve systems. I mean, some of the things you are saying here, I can tell you for sure, if you tomorrow they send you to LEC, you're gonna do better because what? This is something that you study, you have passion for.
Yeah, yeah,
But
sure.
yeah, so the frustrating part, when you go and see someone who even did something far from electricity, working in the electrical sector, and I mean, you who qualify, you are home sitting, begging people for job, and this is something that we, for me, giving people job is also one thing, and also
Yeah,
misplacing people is also another thing, John. Also, sometimes they give people job, they misplace and they put them. If someone they are accounting, send them to a banking sector, a financial sector, financial institution. Even though they can also be an administrator, but
mm-hmm.
if someone did science, give send a scientist to a science institution, they will be able to work. Send John Tamba to LEC, to EPA, send John Tamba to Liberia Electricity Regulatory Authority. He's going to be able to improve himself because there is something that he did. Example of that is Mo Ali. Example of that in the last government. This is not. I mean, we're not bringing politics, right? In the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
government, we saw Emma Glasgow. Emma Glasgow. She was
yeah, yeah.
placed there because what? She's a scientist, and this is her era. This is something she said. It. Mo Ali coroner again. This is something he said. It. So we all can. The system is not only government. Government going. Government coming. We have to look at these young people. These young people that are sitting outside like bro. They have the mind to improve the system, and we really have to give them space. And so, John, that was actually I just thought to ask you that question so that you can be able to give
You know,
your
Mohammed, let me just give some let just more. I just want to say one or two things there. You know,
okay.
one of the way we can solve the problem there is we need to do credential audit. Let me be real with you. You know, one of the main reasons why you can see people can come from outside, when I move from my master now, then they carry me to LEC. There's some kind of guy ahead of me. Maybe be careful. You know, if you're confident about what you learn, you won't be moved by anybody coming inside you.
Yes, yes. In fact, you is my man. My
Thank
man, I want
you.
if I want to learn new techniques. They think I didn't learn this. I learned my own techniques. I learned so because I mean we all know this whole issue about learning. Learning is stages and also it improve over time.
Mhm. So a
Improve.
lot of
Like for example, now I'm selling. There are some senior brothers that came after me that are selling
mm,
similar courses I'm selling, and there are some techniques I'm learning. They didn't do it not because they are dull, because the
thank
system
you.
then they created was so there are improvement in the sciences in learning. So this thing really baffle me. People sometimes they get afraid. Why? Why?
Because
Why will you?
that is solution to my brother. That's the solution. There are a lot of people. Anywhere you go and work, you see your boss man always chumbering about you. Go check that guy degree. Go and check it quickly. My brother, I don't want to tell you for sure. You'll see it. Either he misplaced or he not go to school for it. He can go maybe somewhere to go get a degree. I tell him for sure.
Wow. It's a kind of boy. Our society is being trouble, and we hope that our system going to change. We hope that even with all of the politics that is going on, we this platform is not for that. But we hope that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people who are making decisions they're going to look into that to see how they can change some of those things. Whether be a
mm-hmm,
government in the future, current government, they really
mm-hmm.
really need to try to change
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things. It will really really help our system. And so, John, I want to ask you probably this discussion in maybe probably you want to say in your conclusive because we
yeah,
almost to
yeah.
8:30 Liberian time, and
It's almost okay.
we are going above 1 hours now.
Yeah.
Probably yeah. So probably you have something to say in terms of STEM. This platform is a science platform. We
Mm-hmm.
are on a campaign of improving STEM education back in Liberia, and you also doing the sciences. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you from physics,
Mm-hmm.
and doing coming up to do renewable energy is something that we need to also tap into your knowledge. What do you have to say to kids that are out there and the government on the improvement and the importance of STEM, science, technology, engineering mathematics, what do you have to, what are some of the things that you have to say to them? Government, I mean the importance of STEM education. What do you
Mm-hmm.
have to say to government, and probably philanthropy who are ordering library is important to the economy of the country, and kids who are also just from high school and who want to do science? What are some of the encouragement that you have to say to them before we go to your closing statement?
So one thing I want to tell, one word I want to use here is that STEM is not just a buzzword. With STEM, we can unlock labour potential. Let me tell you something, my brother. Through STEM, we can improve the energy sector, we can improve the health sector, we can improve the infrastructure through innovative. So, for me, I do think that from the fundamental, we need to change the narrative. The government need to invest into STEM education from the fundamental, from downline. We should stop. Like I saw something the last time on the internet that our curriculum is too bucket. We are learning a whole lot of things. This, that, this, that. We need to try to, you know, rewrite that to meet current day reality. For me, that what I can say. Because you a person living from Liberia, and you going someone who is in a STEM country, people who is pushing high in STEM country, like China, like the US, them they're making high, that you're going too far. Let me come closer to Africa. You're going too far with it. You understand? Like maybe those in the North Africa and East Africa, they are doing actually well in STEM. You know, so investing. So you coming from Liberia background, and you're going to meet them. What will happen? If we don't divert there, you will be put on a global stage. Now, STEM is the way to go. You can tell your young sister, your young brother, your parents that STEM right now is the solution to the labour problem. We need to be innovative. We need to change from maybe conventional thinking, go to innovative way to do things so that we can have a better Liberia. Liberia is blessed. Now I can say, yeah, we are blessed, and with STEM, I believe that we can do much and take Liberia to a new level.
Wow. So let me read the comment and then we're gonna get
Yeah.
parting statement from you, concluding statement from you. Folks, if you watching, would like to say again, this is Science and Society. This program is sponsored by the I Help Library Project in the US and also the Librarian Daily Dose. It's also one of our sponsors. We are always here on Tuesday and Friday, bringing you science professionals, science students on this platform and discussing issues that are related to science, how those issues are linked to society. And so on the live video here, we have earlier we were off Tomo comment from up and Tayo Raji is saying,
Mm.
"My sweetie, keep up the great work, my bogman." And so Flomo Chikala is saying, "Mohammed, can they keep my brother discussion out of politics?" And so he just laugh about it. So I was so careful Flomo so that he can be able to get in trouble with people because I know the politician nowadays they don't joke with things. Sometimes you say things you don't even mean it, but most of the politicians take it to be like is actually from your heart, But speaking 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 truth to power is good, but I mean we like to avoid that on this platform. Just
Mm-hmm.
speak true to the reality of life, how life
Mm-hmm.
is looking, and think freely. That's what we're doing. Thank you, and so thank you, John, for coming. Thank you. We hope that we'll have you on some days here. It was really, really, really good, a good show, and you know, having hope that also gonna have Flomo on. Yes, on days Flomo is into a research into virus and diseases. He doing some
Exactly.
amazing research at the University of Liberia, clinical research laboratory. I'm fighting to see how I can grab even Flomo or their boss, and Madam Tika. I'm sure I'm gonna grab her so that she can also come on the show in some week. And we have kind of a low from today onward. We had John. Next week we're gonna have I mean, a long line of guests also coming on. Folks, so I would like to say, if you're watching this platform, always learn to watch Sounds in Society. Don't forget to watch us. Don't forget to stay with us. Always share the live. Always when we come on, and I mean, we all are contributing towards society. So I'll go back to John for John to give his parting comment, concluding statement, to the platform and also to the Liberian people that are watching.
Okay, so one thing I want to say to all my fellow Liberians, whether you are into STEM or you are not into STEM, this is the time now we can come together to build Mama Liberia through science education. Whether you are outside Liberia or you are in Liberia, it's better we come we unite, make this joint effort so that we can raise Liberia to a new level through science and technology. Thanks you to Science Society for giving me the platform. No, I really appreciate it and it's interactive to be real. Thank you so much, and I love you. I love my Liberian people. I love everyone. I'll always be here to do my best, and I'll always be here to give my best to my country. I love my country above everything. That's why you see me as speaking that. Thank you.
John, sometime if you also free sometime, we will add you to the Science and Society chat room. We have a chat room that we operate where we have hosts. So sometime if you are free during your studies time, you want to come on as a host, you can also come on to ask the hard question to some of the guests that are coming on here. We really, really appreciate that sometime. And I have
Okay.
your number, and I'm sure sometimes, I mean, we're not being paid for what we're doing here, but
Yeah,
sometimes you
yeah.
want to come on to just ask a hard question and also just add some sparks to the discussion, what we're discussing. It will really be a help. Today I'm so unfortunate. Over the last day, we went for break and we came back. Most of our colleagues are on stay. They are in school, and Edwin Olu is back in Liberia. He was in Malaysia, and the internet issue was it's actually troubling him. The last months I was in Liberia, and I know what I experienced in hosting the show. So, folks, when you see Unima one on the show, this is one of the reasons. I'm sure, and we have some of our colleagues back home. The girl Rachel is in Philippines. I don't know, she's kind of feeling some coming on and going off. That's what happening to her.
Mhm.
We hope that next time we'll have also John will be here with us as a host, and also in the future also as a guest, as an expert, so that we can be able to discuss the issue of the energy issue, because the issue of energy is very big, very, very big area to be in. We hope that the next time we're going to come here, we'll discuss this area, linking to climate change, and how we as a country can uh, be able to use our green hydrogen to produce electricity.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we're going to discuss that. I learned that that was some years the World Bank, World Bank were able to map Liberia as a reserve for green hydrogen production. And something that because we Liberians have a very good forest, very good green forest of production, and we're going to be discussing that linking of energy also. And I'm sure I'm not going to leave my brother John, or I'm going to be here. And thank you so much. Or actually nice interacting with you. Thank you for reaching out. This is what we call networking, and my brother, I'm so happy having you on today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
I can leave now, right?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, John. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
You will come in, will say, yeah, girl. You will come in, will say, yeah, girl. You will come in, will say, yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Why ya kwa woman ko iko doya? Why ya kwa say why ya back up iko doya? Ngakatelo tukala tikalo. Ngakatelo tukala tikalo. Yeah go, yeah go, yeah go, yeah go. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, Nailia, Imalia, you are baby. Nailia, Imalia, you are baby. Nailia, Imalia, you are baby. 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 You are the fun, you are the man. Oh, you are the man. Oh, you are the man. I want the man. Now you are the man. Mubera mansie mwa kono gwi fwani ya pomwene. Mubera mansie mwa dia mo gwi sai ya pomwene. Native na when you want to funny, what check it out. Native na when you want to funny, what check it out. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very bad. You are very poor. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. You are very mad. Oh, 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 you are very poor.